Hello, welcome back to another session of learning. And today's topic is going to deal with the fundamentals of the language, and that is the declarative or the assertive, the interrogative, the imperative, the exclamatory, and the optative. What are they? They are nothing but sentences. So, the topic that you're going to dwell today is on the sentences. So, in this video, we're going to learn the basics of what the types of sentences are and how they are written or used. So, shall we begin our lesson now? Okay, here we go. In layman terms or ordinary terms, let us try to understand what a word is. So, what are words? Now, I want you to look at this example that is there, a very simple example. CAT, cat, it reminds you of an animal, a creature. Act, ACT, it reminds you of some action. Tack, what is it? A tick tack, some sound? Okay. What about CTA? Does it remind you of anything? No, it doesn't. So, in layman terms, we can understand that a word is a group of letters. It should convey meaning, must associate with parts of speech, and must be acceptable universally to be used to represent something. So, that is what a word is. So, why are we studying about the words? Because words are the building blocks of a sentence. But how is it? We shall shortly look at them. Now, what are sentences? I just mentioned that sentences are the building blocks, the words are the building blocks of the sentences. Naturally, sentences must be building blocks of something else. But what are they? But what are sentences now? Okay, I want you to look at a few examples that are there in front of you. Bus for were waiting a many. Listening was song to Chris. The door close you. Does it make any sense? I mean, probably you understood what those sentences mean or what those words mean put together. I want you to look at those group of words in the yellow. Sam went to the market. They are playing soccer. Someone has parked the car here. Do you find any difference between these group of words, those in the white and those in the yellow? Okay, what do you think they are? Yeah, both of them are a group of words. All right, but are they in grammatical order, like subject, verb, object? Okay, the first three sentences in the first three group of words that are in the white do not follow any grammatical order or not in subject, verb, object. While the other three group of words, Sam, they, someone, they are all in the grammatical order and they have subject, verb, object. Meaningful? Yes, the words in the yellow. Complete sense? Yes, the words in the yellow. Coherence? Intelligence? Yeah, all the words in the yellow. Now, for example, if I were to say, instead of bus for were waiting a many, if I were to say many were waiting for a bus. Yeah. Listening was song to Chris. If I were to say Chris was listening to a song. Now, if I instead of this, the door close you. You close the door, right? You close the door. So, then again, these are group of words grammatically in order. Subject, verb, object is there. Subject, verb, agreement is there. They are meaningful, complete sense, and there is coherence. So, these are what are the basic tenets of a sentence. So, these are what are the basic rules of a sentence. I hope this is clear. Are there different types of sentences based on their functions? If they are, what are they? I want you to look at these five sentences that are there in front of you. SPB, SP Balasubramaniam is a great singer. Look at those sentences very closely. This sentence ends with a full stop. Then look at the next one. Are you busy today? This sentence ends with a question mark. Close the door silently. It ends with a full stop again. What a huge six. It ends with an exclamation mark. May God bless you, dear. Again ends with a full stop. Is there any difference in the way these sentences function? What do you think is the primary function of SPB is a great singer? It tells a fact. It tells information. Are you busy today? What is the purpose of this sentence? It talks about, it asks some information, right? Questions. Close the door silently. What does this tell you? It's probably a request or an order. What a huge six. Oh, it talks about joy, wonder. May God bless you, dear. It's a blessing, right? So there is a difference in the function of these sentences also. There is also some difference in the way these sentences are ordered. So what are they? We'll look at in greater detail in just a while. So based on the function, these are the five sentences. Now SPB is a great singer. SPB is the subject, is the verb, great singer is the object, and it tells us about a fact. So it's a declarative or an assertive sentence. Likewise, are you busy today? Are is a verb, you is a subject, and then you have the object there, and so verb, subject, object, that's and ends with a question mark. It's an interrogative sentence. Close the door silently. The purpose of this sentence, the subject is invisible there. You close the door silently. So close the door silently is a request or could be an order depending on the tone, and so it's called an imperative sentence. What a huge six! What a huge six! Now there's a change in the intonation and the expression. So it's a sudden show of feeling, so it's an exclamatory sentence. And may God bless you, dear, is an optative sentence because it is blessing. Okay, but one thing, of late, many of them tend to use this optative sentence in the imperative sentence, and people basically talk about the four sentences: declarative or assertive, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. Optative is an old fashioned one, but I still thought I will just put it there. Now look at these sentences there. He was sleeping. They are very rich. I am a teacher. She is writing a novel. Her name is J.K. Rowling. That is a peacock. My name is Roger Smith. We took a cab home. Many love watching movies. All of these sentences begin with a subject, and there is a verb also there in between, and then there is an object. It could be a direct sentence or an inverted sentence, but that is what is there, and it ends with a full stop. And what do all these sentences tell you? Yeah, they declare information. He was sleeping. They are very rich. You assert information, declare and assert, just say it with more conviction. The subject and predicate exists there. For example, they are very rich. They is the subject, are very rich is the predicate. Begins with either a noun or a pronoun, I, he, she, they. Of course, in this sentence I can probably say Radha is writing a novel, so there Radha becomes a noun. Has a verb in between, subject, verb, object, ends in period of full stop. It affirms or denies. They are not watching a movie. She is not writing a novel, so it denies, and it always talks about facts. So these kind of sentences are called declarative or assertive sentences. Now let us look at another set of sentences. Am I teaching well? Is this your new car? Were you sleeping late? Has Tara come today? Have we arrived at the hotel? Do you know me? Did she complete the work? Can you help me with this luggage? May we leave now? What is in your hand? Which book is yours? Where is he from? Who is it? Now, these sentences, what is the purpose of these sentences? How do they end? How do these sentences end? Yeah, the primary purpose of these sentences is to ask questions, to get answers. So, expect answers or replies, ends in question mark, begins with a helping verb, begins with a modal verb there you see, can, may. They have language functions. For example, can you help me with this luggage? It's the primary function of this is to seek help, assistance. Or may we leave now? It's the primary function of this is seeking permission. The answers can be yes or no. Which book is yours? It asks for information. Is this your new car? It says yes or no. So verb comes before the subject, yes or no. Sometimes it begins with interrogative pronouns. Which, what is in your hand? What is an interrogative pronoun? Which book is yours? There, which is an interrogative adjective. So these set of sentences are called interrogative sentences because of these reasons that are there in front of you. What about those sentences that are there in front of you now? Close the door softly. Close the door softly. One of them is a command, the other is a request. Please give me a glass of water. Request. Spare our lives, please. It's a plea, begging. Have mercy upon us. Don't spend more time on WhatsApp. That's a suggestion. So if you look at them, these set of sentences are used for language functions like a command or an order or a suggestion or a request or a plea. So these kind of sentences are called imperative sentences. Look at these sentences that are again in front of you. What an idea, Sir G. Have you heard of that? What an idea. How cute. What a sight this is. How wonderful. How pitiable. What a surprise. What a shame. Now, what is the primary function of these sentences? They all end in exclamatory mark. So they are used to express sudden or strong feeling of happiness, joy, wonder, sorrow, shock, surprise, disgust, etc. So all these kind of sentences are called the exclamatory sentences. And most of the time they either begin with what or how. Okay. These sentences that are there in front of you, we use them whenever we wish people. For example, may God bless you. Wishing you the very best. May you prosper ever. Let the Lord shower his bountiful blessings upon you. May you turn into a toad. Happy married life to both of you. Now, what is the purpose of these sentences? Yeah, to bless, to wish somebody, to curse somebody, to pray for somebody. So these kind of sentences are called as optative sentences, but today many grammarians say these have become redundant and they have pushed them into imperative sentences. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but these were called the optative sentences once. And the primary purpose is to bless. These sentences are used to bless somebody, to wish somebody, to curse somebody, to pray for somebody. So these are called the optative sentences. I sincerely hope that you have understood the lesson so far. So let's have a quick rewind. A sentence is a meaningful, grammatically structured group of words. It's nothing. In simple terms, a sentence is a group of words which is in the right grammatical order, like subject, verb, object, or verb, subject, object. And it should be meaningful, completely meaningful. So that is a sentence. It must have a verb, compulsory. There are 5 types of sentences. Declarative or assertive is one set, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and optative. Declarative or assertive sentences state facts, details, information. Interrogative sentences are used to ask questions. Imperative sentences are used to express commands, orders, requests, pleas. Exclamatory sentences are used to express sudden feelings of joy, wonder, surprise, shock, anger, sorrow, etc. While optative sentences are used to express wishes, blessings, curses. So this, in short, is a brief introduction to the different kinds of sentences, the basic sentences. I hope this lesson is clear and you've understood what the basic types of sentences are and how we use them. Thank you so much once again for patiently watching through this entire video. Thank you so much for watching it. Please do like my videos and appreciate them. It would mean a world to me. Post your comments, post your questions, any concerns that you have. I would be very happy to respond to your comments. Please do subscribe to my channel English Bricks, and if you have already subscribed, I request you to share my channel if you like this. If you like the effort that I'm putting in here, please do share my channel English Bricks with your friends, family, or anybody who is interested in. Take care of yourself. Tough times for us right now and probably ahead. Take care of yourself and your loved ones and follow the physical distancing. Wear your mask when you step out and frequently keep washing your hands. Till I come up with another lesson which is soon on the way. Take care. God bless. Signing off for now from English Bricks. Take care.